Morning, 0 pence here. I'm just down the bottom of my garden today. And a friend asked me to show a more in-depth thing about the steel recovering these knives and why I do it. So I thought I'd show you. This knife steel on this knife blade has got to be, at least by the logo and the way it's done, it's got to be nearly 100 years old. And this is turn of the century stuff. It's, as you can see, there is rust. And the unfortunate thing about when they put these handles on is capillary action. You leave these in the washing up, or you leave them out, and water starts to do its work secretly inside these bone handles. Now, I've got one that's a little bit further along in the stripping, and you can see, look at that. That is absolutely manky. Another couple of years and that will just rust straight away through. Another one, same thing, taking the handle off, and look, it's rusty all the way through. But it's not too bad, and the whole length of it is rusty, but there is some solid steel there, so I don't have to worry. And there's this one here. I'm going to crack this off and show you what's inside, and it won't be much different to those ones over there. But the reason I do this is because I make little neckers out of them. It's because of these logos. I don't make logos like that anymore. You're lucky if you get a paper sticker on some of the stuff you get from China and that. But that's a work of art, and I want to preserve that. I don't want it, rotting away quietly. I want to treat it and use modern adhesives and a little bit of jiggery pokery and bring it back and shape it so that it will make someone a really good little utility knife or necker. So we'll see. But you can't do any, you have to take these handles off. Don't think that you can just shape them and keep them. You have to pull them off and treat them and use the existing handle if you're lucky enough that it's loose. If you're not, well, then you have to do a lot of cleaning, a lot of reaming, and put the whole new hand. I've done it to a couple of knives not so long ago, but it's a lot of work. But these are unsavable. You cannot do anything with these. So, and this is bone, and obviously, as I say, that's got to be nearly 100 years old, that piece of steel. I'm not letting it go. It's awesome. And this one as well. So, without further ado, we'll crack on. Well, this was a bone handled knife. There's the bone now, and it's not bad. A lot of the bone handled and a lot of the bone handled knives, the tang is longer than if you take a plastic or very primitive form of resin, I don't know what it is, that they used on these knives. But as you can see, there's a shorter tang. It was on there, but again, the rust. Rust, as it says, rust resistant stainless. It is, but if I hadn't taken that blade off, if I hadn't taken that handle off of there, it would have ruined it. in a very sorry state. So I have 4 knives now, 4 neckers that I want to make and shape and put handles on. So here they are. And that's why I do this, is to save them. Otherwise the handle falls off and everything else. The same as I was given a blade. This was in absolutely, well, I don't know what had happened to the handle. It had leather on it and everything else, and it just fell apart in my hands. It's a very short tang, but I'm going to do something with that because I like the steel, and the blade is absolutely perfect. So I'm not going to throw it away or let it rot in a box. I'm going to do something with that as well. So till the next time, Zero Pets, catch you later. Well, this tang's all cleaned up. This one, because it's really heavily scored by the machine, it's hard to get anything out, so I'm going to treat that one. These ones, as you can see, I've got like a small stippling effect on them. This one, it might have something to do with this one was a plastic handle. This one and this one here, both bone, and they have very little scoring on them. This one's just been banged with a hammer by the look of it, just to reshape it a little bit to give it some grip, but I don't know, because it doesn't seem to be glued. There seems to be some kind of process where they force them in. But, yeah, but the goes really nice. I love them. That, especially that one. Got a nice feel about it, and I know that I'm saving something by altering it. I'm giving it a use to someone who's going to carry on their person at all times if they wish, you know. So it gives them a use and a purpose other than sitting in the back of a drawer, or in, as with all these knives, is in a junk box in a and well, you know, what can you do about that except rescue them. And this was in the junk box as well. Possibly Spanish, but I think that whale's belly on there looks to me these things. Sorry. You'll see the improvement in my videos coming along. I am trying this year to make better videos and to pass on more information. As I say, with these knives, the person did ask me, how do you go about it? Well, this is how you go about it. Obviously, I'm going to shape them and show you just what can be done with this steel. Well, there they are, all shaped, cleaned, not polished yet obviously, but shaped and cleaned, new shape to them, and they're 3.5 inches long. There's one there that's 3.25, but for a necker knife that's not bad, and it's quite, as I say, can't describe how good this steel is. It is so good, it is unbelievable. As you see, they're all shaped, they've all been cooled and made cold grind, but as I say, you have plenty of water and keep it going, just dip, 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 and that way you don't colour it and they stay nice and shiny. And the next thing is to put an edge on them, and that shouldn't take long. Well, there they are, all shaped, cleaned, and not been polished yet, but when this stuff doesn't polish really nice. And the handles have got to be fitted, but we'll see how they come up. Got some ideas for the handles and stuff. As you see, this one here, this is one of the knives that has like a hilt. It's like the today's butter knives and cheap tat that you get, but these ones have a flat shoulder or hilt, which is great for me for putting handles on, because usually I do something with these, but all these ones here, and they're all different names and manufacturers in different parts of Sheffield, but they've all got one thing in common, and it's that shoulder. So very, very pleased with that, couldn't be more pleased. So now I'm going to go in and have a play.